Welcome to the online lecture series on 8051 microcontroller. In this video tutorial, we shall see how we can control an LED using a key. Okay. So the program is write a ALP or a C program to switch on and off the LED with respect to key status. Meaning, when you press the key, LED should be on, and when you release the key, LED should be off. This is a very important program because this program is mentioned in the syllabus. Okay. See, if you see the syllabus, interfacing simple switch and LED to switch on or off LED with respect to switch status. Okay. Hence, this program is very important. Okay. Now, let's see the interfacing diagram first. So the switch or the key, it is connected to P2.0, and the LED, it is connected to P2.1. So P2.0 will be the input port and P2.1 will be the output port. Fine. So for input, I have to write 1 to P2.0, and to P2.1 I have to write 0 because this is an output port. How does this work? See, by default this switch will be in off condition. Okay, so when it is in off condition, so this is open. Then P2.0, it is connected to ground. It is connected to ground. Okay. So when the switch is open, the LED will be in off condition. Okay. Meaning, I will repeat again, when the switch is open, P2.0 will be connected to ground. In the sense, if P2.0 is equal to 0, LED will be off. When I press this switch or when I press this key, okay, now this is a short circuit. Okay, and this is the lowest resistance path now. So P2.0 will be connected to VCC. That is, P2.0 will be equal to 1. So when the key is pressed, P2.0 is connected to VCC, means P2.0 is equal to 1. So when it is equal to 1, you switch on the LED. That's the logic. Okay. So we shall first write the program in C, then we shall write the program in assembly. Okay. We'll delete all. So what is the first instruction? Hash include register 52.h. Okay. Now there are two bits I have to define, one for the key and one for the LED. So S bit key is equal to P, it is 2.0. So P 2.0. Okay, so this is for key. Then S bit LED is equal to P 2.1. Okay, so let me start the program. Okay, fine. Now I have to make P 2.0 as input and P 2.1 as output. So I will say P2 is equal to 0 into 0, 1. Okay, so this will make key P 2.0 as input pin and P 2.1 as output pin. Okay, The last LSB is P2.0. That's why I have made it as input pin and P2.1 as output pin. Now, what is the program? The program is when the key is pressed, we should switch on the LED. And when the key is not pressed, we should switch off the LED. Remember, any embedded program we write, that should be in the forever loop always. Okay, so that's why I have written the forever loop now. So while one means this is always true. This is always true. Okay, now what should I do now? I should continuously check for the key press. Okay, if the key is not pressed, LED will be off, and if the key is pressed, I have to switch on the LED. So the same thing I have to write in the program. So what I will do, if okay key is equal to 0, in the sense if the key is not pressed, LED should be off. Okay, LED is off. Else what should I do? If key is equal to 1, then LED should be equal to 1. LED is on. Fine. So that's the program in C language. So if the key is not pressed, LED is off, and if the key is pressed, if you want, you can also write else if key equal to 1. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, I have written like this because if key is not equal to 0, it means key is equal to 1. So LED will be on. So this code will be continuously executed and the key status will be continuously checked, and similarly the LED will be switched off or switched on as per the key status. Okay, let's compile this. So now I will execute this program. Okay, now see, in the examination, you may write the program either in assembly or C if nothing has been mentioned in the question. But if they say write an assembly program, then you should write in assembly. And if they say write a C program, then you should write it in C language. Okay. Now we have written in C program. We shall also write it in assembly program. Fine. So in the assembly, first I have to make P2.0 as input and that as output. So I have written 01H. So this will make it as input and output. Afterwards, I have to continuously check for P2.0 because my my key is connected to P2.0. Okay. So how do I check? I have an instruction jump on no bit P2.0. Okay, if LED is not if the key is not pressed, I have to switch off. Okay, off I will write somewhere here. So what should I do then? Clear P2.1. It means switch off LED. Fine. But if jump on no bit means if P2.0 is equal to 0, so I am switching off the LED. But if this condition is false, then I have to switch on the LED. So set bit P2.1. Okay, as usual, after this I don't want this instruction to be executed, so I will say sjump next. Next will be here. Okay, and this I will repeat continuously. So sjump loop. Okay, so my loop will be here. Okay, fine. Let's come again. Port 2 in this P2.0 is made as input pin. All other pins are made as output. Jump on no bit. See, this is the reason I tell you should be thorough with the instructions. Now at this moment, if you don't know how a jump on no bit instruction works, then no way you can write a program. Hmm? Anything. So jump on no bit means it will check for this bit. If this bit is equal to 0, it will make a branch. Okay. So if this condition is true, then LED is, sorry, key is not pressed, so switch off the LED. But if that bit is 1, it means key is pressed, so you have to switch on the LED. Okay, and this is repeated continuously. Okay, you can compile. There are zero errors. So in the lab, we will execute this program. So this officially completes module 3. Okay. Now there are a lot of other programs. Okay. So most of the programs I have covered in lab, which will be also useful for your theory. Okay. So all the programs I cannot complete. Okay. The thing is, you should know the instruction set, and whatever the programs I have taught you, if you are able to understand and if you know the logic, you can write your own programs. So programming is a skill. Okay. Anyway, if time permits, there are some programs in the model question paper which I may cover at last. Okay, but officially this is end of module 3. Okay, thank you.